the problem says, given an n by n binary matrix image, flip the image horizontally, then invert it, and return the resulting image. So just for the understanding part of this, we have to know what the input is. The input's going to be an n by n binary matrix. And when I hear binary, I think there might be, we might need to match this to a binary problem in the future when solving it. For the output, it asks for flip the image horizontally and then invert it. So the first thing to do is to learn what flipped horizontally means and then what inverted means for the specific problems. And for the input, it shows a 2D array, subarrays within a larger array. And when they say flip it horizontally, you can see the subarray 0 goes from 1, 1, 0, and they flip it over to 0, 1, 1. So they're just reversing it. And then with 101, if you reverse it, it just becomes 101 over here as well. So just thinking about matching while I'm looking at this, some things that come to mind would be slicing, where there was a -1 like that with for a single list, and there's going to be subarrays and lists, um, single arrays, and then slicing a single list. And because there's 2D arrays, then there's definitely going to be some loops. And with 2D arrays, you need two loops, a double loop, one to go through the rows, the 1, 1, 2, 3 row, and then you also need them to go through each column. And then the second part of the problem asks, and then invert the array after you flip it horizontally, and all that means is that the ones become zeros. In previous problems, I believe this was accomplished using like if-then statements. If you know, I of for this one specifically, if I of 0, 0 equals 0, change I of 0, 0 to equal 1, and vice versa. And that can be done with the zeros and the ones because they're using binary, so there's only going to be zeros and ones within these sublists. So that wouldn't be too bad. There'd only be one if statement and possibly an elif statement. To create new arrays, we'd also have to create new arrays. And then for implementing the problem, you start off with an image of a 2D array. So for this one, the sublists are 110, 101, and 000. And we don't need that part. So I was thinking that we create an array called box, and then we can loop through the length of the image and append the image, each subarray list, starting from the back. And this would actually reverse each list. So it would take the first list, and then this colon -1. I'm thinking we'll reverse it to 0, 1, 1, and it'll reverse the 1, 0, 1 to 1, 0, 1, and it'll reverse this one to 0, 0, 0. Then I would print the box just to make sure we're on the right path. And then the next part would be to create a double for loop. So for I in range length box, and then for j in range length box, And then this is where we would use the if-then statements, if-else statements. So if box I of j is equal to 0, then just change the box of I and j equal to 1. Or if the box of I and j, ij equals 1, then make it equal 0. And then we print the box or return it.